What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lang, man. Now I'm back here with another reaction video. Sliming right now. I'm about to react to Forensic Files, and this one's called Social Circle. Now, with the Forensic File reactions, y'all already know with these reactions right here, these are my favorites to do besides my music and my story times and my funny reactions that I be doing. You feel me? Because with these videos right here, you feel me? You hear the real life stories like of the people that do the craziest things to these people. You feel me? Like, it be crazy, you feel me? And with this one right here, a lot of y'all been hitting me to react to this episode, you feel me? Y'all was like, these are one of the episodes where you're gonna be like what, you feel me? And if y'all don't know, you feel me, I do more on my channel than, because a lot of y'all just be thinking I'll be doing just Forensic File reactions, but on my channel I got, you feel me, music reactions, I got story times, I got funny reactions. Like, if y'all haven't seen those yet, you feel me? But if y'all seen those already, then we all good, you feel me? And if y'all new over here too, make sure to hit that sub button, you feel me? And y'all make sure to go check out my other reactions too, you feel me? After this one, you feel me? But y'all know with these Forensic File reactions, we about to figure out what happened, you feel me? And so y'all know I be on camera doing these reactions for about 20-25 minutes, you feel me? Because we just be sitting back chilling, bro. It is what it is, you feel me? Like, I'm not one of these YouTubers that just sits through the video and just gives a fake reaction. Like, I'm not one of those, you feel me? Like, I just don't do that, you feel me? If you want the fake reactions, then you can go to the fake channels, but you get the real over here, you feel me? And that's just, I'm like, yeah, I'm me. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna do me over here. But yeah, man, like I said, man, with these reactions right here, y'all know we about to chill for the next 20-25 minutes, you feel me? We all about to figure out what happened together, so make sure to get y'all favorite smoke, drink, whatever, you feel me? Y'all know that. And plus, y'all know, like me, bro, y'all know, like, I'm known for, like, smoking like swishers and stuff, but the homies was like, bro, you should smoke a backwood, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna be smoking this backwood, you feel me? I kind of messed up, so I had to, you feel me? But it is what it is. But anyways, let's get into this Forensic Files Social Circle. Let's get into this thing, Slime. Let's go. Let's get it.
Up next, it was an ambush.
People dead. Oh my God.
But the scene yields few clues and the motive is unclear.
This case was tough. Nothing was jumping out at us at the beginning.
Until a neighbor comes forward with a possible lead.
They see a young man and a young woman just walking down the sidewalk dressed in all black.
Would it be enough?
The families wanted answers. They deserved answers.
What amazed me is it stayed a secret as long as it did.
Clear Lake, Texas is a mecca for aerospace professionals from all over the world.
Hey, shout out Texas, you feel me? Hey, y'all, I see why y'all wanted me to do this, you feel me? Because y'all did say, like, this was based out where I was from, you feel me? Because if y'all don't know, I'm from Texas. Like, shout out Texas, though, but let's get back to it.
It includes many affluent, upscale neighborhoods.
It's an area that there's probably nobody in America that wouldn't mind living in these neighborhoods that are out there.
But on a July afternoon in 2003, that suburban calm was shattered when a teenager went to her girlfriend's house and found a bloodbath.
Emergency. Got a call for 4 people dead. Approximately 4 victims have been shot.
In the living room, police and paramedics found 4 young adults dead from gunshot wounds. They'd been dead for several hours.
Well, they first walked in to your immediate left and was a female victim laying on her stomach. You had a male victim and a female victim on a sofa. Then behind them, between the sofa and the far wall, was a 4th male victim.
It literally looks like a slaughterhouse. You have blood on the walls, bullet strikes near the beams. You have shell casings on the ground. All the furniture is soaked in blood.
The victims were 18-year-old Tiffany Rowell who lived in the home. Her boyfriend, Marcus Priscilla, 21-year-old Adelbert Sanchez, and 18-year-old Rachel Colarutis. It looked as if the victims were watching TV and were caught off guard by the attack.
They were leaned back in a couch, feet up as if in a recliner, like anyone would if they were watching a show or relaxing. They did not seem to be alarmed at all.
These people had no idea they were about to be shot.
It appeared as if Rachel was killed while trying to call for help.
She just dialed the 9 and the 1 key. The assailant came back to her and beat her to death.
Rachel was shot 6 times and pistol.
Bro, whoever did this had to be personal, bro. Like, nah, bro. If this was a random attack, bro, whoever did this, bro, you, man. But I don't think this was no random attack, bro. Like, they had this with somebody, like, bro, that's personal. Like, bro, look, like, just by the sounding of it, bro, like, this was personal, bro. Like, feel me? Like, that's...
Shell casings found at the scene indicated 2 guns were used. One was a 9mm, the other a .38 caliber.
We were looking for at least 2 perpetrators. You don't see people going in carrying a 9mm in one hand and a .38 in the other.
And there was no forced entry.
We allow scenes to talk to us. It confirms to us as detectives that they know their assailants.
Rachel's father heard the news on television.
I pulled up on the scene, saw my wife standing out there and a lot of people in the street and crime tape around the house. I tried to run into the house. I was stopped by a police officer.
Man, what do you mean he's going to... I would have been like, bro, my daughter's in there, man. What you mean? Like, bro, there ain't no cop, man. Listen, man. No, bro. My daughter's in there, B. What do you mean? Like, I don't like how the officer told, bro, like, why would bro go to jail for going in there? You feel me? Even though I know bro don't know that just, but, bro, like, that still ain't right, bro. Like, that's somebody's kid, bro, in my opinion. But that's crazy, man. That's just crazy how this even happened. Like, that's crazy.
Please, man. I know. Please. I just could not even imagine in my mind who would do that to her and why.
Right?
Rachel had no enemies.
Right now, we're all left in the dark. All I know is that a phantom came in and took my sister away.
The question nagging investigators was motive. Who wanted these 4 young people dead? And why? The day after 4 young people were killed in Clear Lake, Texas, dozens of their former classmates gathered at the murder site.
Yeah, what you have to do is you have to deal with what happened. You also have to arrange this giant family event called a funeral. The other thing on my mind was finding out who did this and cooperating and setting up an environment where the police were as enabled as they could be to do their job.
The police realized that the 2 boys killed in the attack had been involved in drugs, which may have been part of the motive.
Marcus was leading a high-risk lifestyle of dealing drugs and ultimately bringing his cousin Adelbert to help him with that. It exposed Rachel and Tiffany to the effects of that.
At the crime scene,
they probably got caught up at the wrong place, wrong time, bro. You got caught up with... They probably didn't even know what them 2, the other dudes were on. They just... Hey, man, because when you dealing with that lifestyle, bro, it come with consequences. You feel me? And, hey... And if you got enemies, bro, and you got people that are not for this, and they with you, bro, like... That's sad, bro. Like if that's what happened, they got because of y'all, bro. That's But let's keep watching though. But that's crazy. It's crazy.
Investigators discovered that there were 21 shots fired. 17 hit their intended targets.
It appeared to be right off the bat a calculated shooting with very few mistakes and very, very few misses.
There were no murder weapons recovered at the scene, no firearms at the scene.
3 of the victims died from gunshot wounds. Although Rachel Colarutas had been shot 6 times, the cause of her death was blunt force trauma to her head. Police also learned that 18-year-old Tiffany Rao lived in the home alone after her father remarried and moved in with his new wife.
I thought Tiffany's father lived there with her. I didn't find out till after the murders that Tiffany lived there alone.
This house was known as a party house, that there were regular parties there, talking to different people, that drugs were being used there.
When investigators spoke with the neighbors, they learned that no one heard gunshots. It was the middle of summer. The air conditioning was on and the windows and doors were closed. But close questioning revealed some important clues.
When you're doing a neighborhood canvass, don't ask, did you see anything unusual this day? The right question to ask, did you see anything this day that you don't ordinarily see day to day?
That's when the next door neighbors gave police some information.
They see a young man and a young woman just walking down the sidewalk dressed in all black.
Renowned forensic artist Lois Gibson was brought in to create a composite sketch based on the neighbors' descriptions.
All I had was 2 people who were really disinterested, who looked out a window briefly and saw a male and female. That is all I had.
Her first task was to deal with the obvious, race and age. The couple was white and looked to be older teenagers.
They just looked like sleek, young, attractive, normal people. The only thing unusual was that the girl had really large eyes.
The neighbors also said she was wearing a bandana.
The bandana bothered me. I didn't get hair. I love it when I have hair on a female because hair on a female practically defines her.
Using visual aids, hundreds of photographs of different facial features, Gibson tried to nail down some specifics of the faces of the suspects.
I'm going to show you some features, and you're going to give me the features that look most like the person. I'm going to compose them. And then when I have a rough sketch, I'm going to show it to you, and I'll change anything you want.
After 2 hours, Gibson produced these drawings.
All I ended up with was a really plain but pretty young girl with impossibly large eyes and a really good-looking, plain, normal, everyday-looking white guy with blonde hair.
They didn't look like the type of people who could commit this kind of violence. The question now, would anyone be able or willing to identify them? Once armed with composite drawings of the suspected killers, investigators visited the Clear Lake High School, hoping some of the victims' former classmates could shed some light on possible enemies.
3 out of the 4 of the victims were Clear Lake High School students, so I think police probably focused on Clear Lake High School and what sort of connections and social groups they ran around in.
But this was a dead end.
The police, I know because of my regular contact with them, that they were turning over every rock.
Investigators had to consider the possibility the murders were done by professionals.
Somebody came in there with a purpose. It's obvious that whoever did this was going to make sure there was no living witnesses, to report it to the police.
Both male victims in this case were known drug dealers, and one of them, Adelbert Sanchez, had family members tied to the Mexican mafia.
Adelbert had some family members that were incarcerated. They were in federal prison in Texas and in Florida, involved with the sale and transport of large amounts of marijuana from Mexico, South Texas.
But detectives could find no connection between the Mexican mafia and the murders. And despite investigators' best efforts, the trail of the killers eventually turned cold.
A lot of interviews were conducted. A lot of the homicide investigators were called in from other cases or to assist on overtime.
There was a lot of frustration in this case, wondering, are we going to catch this person, or it's got to be this person right in front of us.
The families wanted answers. They deserved answers.
After 3 years, the family started to believe the case would never be solved.
My daughter wasn't killed by lightning or, horrible cancer or something. Someone caused this pain, took her from us. So I just wanted to find out who did it. I wanted them captured. I mean, your raw instinct is you want to find them yourself and pulverize them.
The only real evidence.
I feel him too. I would do, bro. Listen, I would do this. Listen, bro. I ain't got kids, but bro, listen. I don't know. I wouldn't even know what to do. Dude, I'm the type, bro. I would go out there and find you and. But this shouldn't even have happened, bro. Man.
Investigators had were the composite drawings.
It was clear that the people who made this sketch, that gave our sketch artists the information, these were going to be great witnesses.
So Rachel's father turned his grief into action. He helped raise a $100,000 reward for anyone who could provide information leading to the arrest and conviction of the killers. Some of that money was used to put the composite drawings of the suspects on billboards around the area.
I had all the billboards put out around, just circling all the entries and exits to Clear Lake, so you couldn't drive in or out without seeing those pictures.
We had a lot of attention and we got a lot of phone calls.
But the most important call came from an anonymous source to the Crime Stoppers hotline.
Crime Stoppers, how can I help you?
The caller said he recognized the girl in the composite drawing. He'd met her in drug rehab. He said she bragged about participating in a quadruple murder.
This woman admitted that she had killed 4 people and was telling him in detail what it was like to kill 4 people.
And she also told the informant something else, something only the killer would know, that one of the victims was killed while trying to call 911.
Only somebody truly on the inside would have known that. I was like, this is it. This is the tip. My heart was pounding, and I was like, wow.
The caller identified the woman as 20-year-old Christine Paolilla. Amazingly, Christine's driver's license photo was virtually identical.
Wow, bro, that's crazy because she was pretty too. She doesn't even look like the. And it always be the people that you would not expect to like it. That's why these stories be crazy, because it'd be the people that you would not think that would be capable of. Like, she just looks like an ordinary pretty girl. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. That's crazy. You didn't have to take their life, bro. Like, you didn't have to do all, like, bro. You didn't have to do that, bro. Like, that was not. You feel me? If it was all because you wanted some, you feel me? Because I can't say the word. You feel me? But if it was all because you wanted a high, bro, and you couldn't, you feel me? And you took their life because of that, bro. Like, man, that's not right. And who?
To the composite drawing.
I yelled. I sat in my office and went, "Ee-haw!" Couldn't believe it.
Christine Paolilla attended high school with 3 of the 4 victims. Ironically, Christine had been bullied in school, but Rachel Colarutas and Tiffany Rowell had befriended her.
Instead of making fun of her, Rachel and Tiffany took her in and made her a friend. And when I called my wife had told her that it was Christine Paolia, she said, George, that's one of the photos of Rachel's wallet.
But why would Christine kill the two girls who had befriended her? And even more troublesome, where was Christine now? The prime suspect in the quadruple murders in Clear Lake, Texas, was Christine Paolilla. She'd been identified by an anonymous tipster who'd seen her composite sketch on a billboard. A background check revealed Christine was a heroin addict, and after high school spent her entire inheritance on drugs.
She was spending a large amount of cash on drugs, specifically on heroin. She estimated $1,000 a day was being spent on heroin.
Using ATM records, police found Christine and her husband in a cheap hotel in San Antonio.
Officers described it as the most disgusting place they've ever seen. Unbelievable. You wouldn't believe it if you saw it.
Investigators found hundreds of syringes and
Bruh, that's how you live in, Slime. Bro, you are a junkie for real, bro. And if this is why you did what you did just for a high, bro, just to get your next high, bro, you, man, bro. And this is why I tell y'all, bro, like, watch who you become friends with. No, because they will do it. They will, listen, feel me?
Dozens of boxes of drug paraphernalia scattered all over the room.
Wow.
It was horrible. There was a mist of blood that was on most of the items in the room. After they finished injecting, they would expel the remaining bits of fluid in the syringe into the air, and it would turn into a mist that was had a bit of blood in it. It was just horrible.
They were probably a couple of weeks away from death. She was surviving on Ritz crackers and cheese, and...
Bro, that's her. Bro, she looks nothing like, bro, bro, that's crazy that did that to you. Man.
Ritz crackers and cheese, and a whole bunch of heroin.
When questioned by police, Christine, suffering from severe heroin withdrawal in this police video, admitted participating in the murders, but said her ex-boyfriend, Chris Snyder, was the real killer. As with Christine, the composite drawing of Snyder was remarkably accurate.
The forensic art did the job on that one. It was a hole-in-one for the forensic artist.
I was not in the house.
Okay.
At all.
Were you in the driveway?
I'll put anything on it. I was not in the house.
Man, but somebody was in that house. Even if you didn't do it, bro, you knew about it, bro. Like, bro, you knew your boy, bro. Somebody was in that house, bro. Somebody did it. What you mean? Y'all did that to get a high, bro. Y'all was chasing the next high, bro. And y'all did everything to do it, to get it. Y'all was willing to do anything to do. Y'all, let me rephrase this. Y'all was willing to do anything for your next high. And you did it. Feel me? Just to get... It's a shame, bro. It's a shame, bro.
Were you in the driveway?
Just... I wasn't in the driveway. The only house, the closest I was to the house was when I drove up.
Christine said she waited outside while Snyder killed her friends.
He told me
He did it. Did what? What did he say, Christine? That he shot them?
A database search revealed the address for Chris Snyder's parents, and they told police Chris was living in South Carolina. When Snyder's parents told Chris the police were on their way to question him, Chris disappeared.
He left his car, he left his wallet, he left all of his belongings behind.
Police found his body in some nearby woods.
Wow, bro, you was a bro. How you gonna take their life, bro? How you gonna take some innocent people and then take your life, bro? And then now you leaving the girl to take all the fall. See, bro, this is what I mean, bro. people like y'all get no sympathy for. How you gonna do that? Cause you was chasing a high, and then you want to do all this, and then when it's time for you to face the music, you want to take the Wow, bro. Cause you knew what time it was.
Toxicology tests showed he'd ingested a lethal dose of painkillers.
He took the ultimate coward's way out.
Exactly. Just a loser, scumbag, coward that knew what he was going to face.
Exactly.
When police searched Chris Snyder's belongings, they found a .38 caliber handgun and a 9mm semi-automatic.
Ballistically, the guns were tested, and they were determined to be the weapons used in these murders.
Chris Snyder's DNA was found on the .38 caliber, and despite the passage of 3 years, traces of Rachel Kolarutis' blood was on the 9mm.
In the mixture of DNA we recovered from the 9mm, we found alleles that matched all of Rachel's alleles.
Snyder's own skin DNA was found inside the barrel of a gun that had been used 3 years earlier to slaughter 4 defenseless kids. Amazing.
Christine's husband told police she once admitted she was actively involved in the quadruple murders.
She told me that when they left there, Christine went back to make sure that one of them was dead. One of the girls was hit repeatedly over the head, I believe, with the gun.
Faced with the evidence against her, Christine later admitted one of the weapons was in her hand.
We went off a bunch in your...
Girl, you know you did this, bro. Y'all did this because y'all was chasing it, and y'all took innocent people's lives, bro. Just because y'all had problems. Feel me? Like, that's not right. Like, bro, like, you feel me? And they took you in too, and you turned they back on them. You feel me? Like, nah, man, nah, bro, you don't deserve to. Nah, man, you don't deserve to get another chance at life, bro. Nah. Y'all could be like, Lang, bro, you tripping it? Nah, bro, look, nah, man, nah, no, just no.
It felt like a million times. Even the first time, it felt like a million times.
According to the evidence, prosecutors believe Christine Paolilla and Chris Snyder both needed money or drugs.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They were chasing they took the innocent people, like, because they were trying to chase they. Feel me? It's a shame, bro.
And went to the only place they knew to get it, Tiffany Rowell's house. The next-door neighbors saw enough of their faces to help create the near-perfect composite drawings. Since the victims knew Christine, they opened the door and invited both of them inside. Then they started shooting. 21 shots in a matter of seconds. After they took what they were looking for, Christine told witnesses she noticed Rachel was still alive and had her cell phone in her hand. Christine beat Rachel to death as she tried to dial.
See what I mean, bro? You didn't care about their life, so why should we care about your life, bro? To me, bro, you need to get this girl the death penalty. You need to throw the book at her, whatever. You feel me? She didn't care about this girl's life, and this was a girl that befriended her, bro. Like, was trying to be friends with, and then this is what she do. This is why I tell y'all, bro. Watch who y'all claim to be y'all friends, and for the females that watch me, the homegirl, all that, because they will do, even family, bro, because they will do the slimiest to you. You feel me? I've had it done to me. That's why I always try to tell y'all, because I don't want it happening to y'all. Feel me? Like, for real. Seriously, bro. People, like, your own people will take you out, bro. or try to get rid of you just because you doing something, or just because they just, you know, it's sad, bro.
911.
The last thing Rachel Colarudis ever said to Christine while she was crying, "Why are you doing this to me?" And according to what Christine told her husband, she just kept hitting that girl until she was dead.
Christine Paolilla was charged and convicted of capital murder. Since she was 17 at the time of the murders, she was spared the death penalty.
Wow, bro. So they spared your life, bro, but you didn't spare their life. So why? I don't understand, bro. Why she get her life spared? For what? For what, bro? She beat this girl, bro. For what? What you mean? She get her for what? For what? That's not justice to me, man. Like, nah, bro. She should have got the, nah, bro. You know, bro. No, just no. No.
Sentenced to life in prison.
If you're a parent, when you lose a child, there's never a closure. There's a big hole in you forever. And it never gets better. I could argue that it gets worse.
Yeah, I'm going to end it right there, Slime. Let me know how y'all felt about it in the comments, you feel me? Y'all feel like this was justice? To me, no. Because that girl, bro, she would know, bro. Even then with bro, he took the cheap way out. Like, I don't feel like there was no justice here. So they took these innocent people's life, and then bro took the cheap way out. You feel me? And then the old girl, she gets spared. Like, that's crazy to me. You feel me? But y'all let me know. Am I tripping? Y'all let me know. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about it for real in the comments. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe, and I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. Already.